everybody. Welcome today. We're grateful that you decided to join us on this day. My name is Karen Menendez-Collar, and I am the Executive Director of Centro Hispano of Dane County. I'm also a member of the Latino Consortium for Action and a member of the Voces de la Frontera Madison chapter. I'm joined here by my amazing friend, Grisel Rodriguez. She is a very active member of the Madison Voces de la Frontera chapter based here locally. Our goal today is to send a message that we are remaining hopeful and remaining driven in our commitment to fighting for equity alongside our Latinx community, against any threat and against any attack. Forcibly separating families is inhumane, it's unjust, and should be illegal regardless of immigration status, whether it happens at the border or if it happens more locally here in Dane County. Our wonderful state of Wisconsin is gifted with assets, resilience, and the overflowing value immigrants provide. These are our neighbors, our friends, and we should be committed to always walking alongside them, committed to walking alongside me. Today, we hope you will listen to testimony from affected individuals in Dane County. They're affected by separation, and I want you to commit to yourself to share these stories. And above all, join us in demanding action. Our families have always deserved to be together. They deserve to receive the same respect they bring for this country, and they should be protected as they continue in their journey to fulfill every hope and every dream.
Muchas gracias por venir hoy. Mi nombre es Grisel Rodríguez y soy miembro de Voces de la Frontera del capítulo de Madison. Me acompaña una gran líder, Karen Menendez-Collar, que es directora ejecutiva del Centro Hispano de Dane County. Nuestra meta hoy es enviar un mensaje muy claro de que tenemos la esperanza de permanecer con el compromiso de lucha por la equidad para nuestra comunidad latina contra cualquier amenaza y contra cualquier ataque. La separación forzada de familias es inhumana, es injusta y debe ser ilegal, independientemente del estatus migratorio y sin importar si esto sucede en la frontera o aquí en el condado de Dane. Nuestro maravilloso estado se conoce por sus atributos, su fortaleza y el gran valor que proporcionan los inmigrantes. Ellos son nuestros vecinos, nuestros amigos, y debemos comprometernos a caminar siempre junto con ellos. Hoy estamos en la lucha y escuchemos los testimonios de personas en el condado de Dane afectadas por la separación. Debemos comprometernos a compartir estas historias y sobre todo, únanse con nosotros en esta exigencia de acción. Nuestras familias merecen permanecer juntas, unidas, y merecen recibir el mismo respeto que traen a este país. Y deben ser protegidas mientras continúan luchando para cumplir cada esperanza y cada sueño. Así que me place en complacer en presentar a la señora María Portugal al podio.
And we're going to welcome Maria Portugal to share her story. She's here joined by her two kids, Mario and Maribel. Maripil. And please just listen carefully and again, take it all in and hope you will go ahead and share a story with others. Before that though, I do want to welcome people that I notice here today. The Dane County Sheriff Dave Mahoney is here, and also from the State Assembly, Lisa Subek is up there as well, so thank you.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es María Portugal. Tengo 20 años de estar en este estado, Wisconsin. Llegué a los 23 años con mis dos hijas pequeñas.
Good afternoon. My name is Maria Portugal. I've been in the state of Wisconsin for the last 20 years. I came here when I was 23, and I came with two kids.
My husband, I bring to los Estados Unidos. Sufrí violencia doméstica y no sabía nada porque yo no salía a ningún lado. Solo estaba en mi casa y trabajaba.
So when I came here with my husband, and then I was a victim of domestic violence. I didn't know how things work. I only was dedicated to working and attending my home.
No sabía a quién recurrir. Durante 5 años fui víctima de violencia doméstica.
I didn't know what to do or where to go. For about 5 years, I was a victim of domestic violence.
Empecé a conocer personas. Ellos me dijeron que yo podía ir a lugares donde me protegían.
And then I started to meet people, and they told me that there were places where I could go and seek for help.
Pasó el tiempo, tenía miedo sobre si él me puede hacer algo. Bueno, todo estaba bien. Pasaron los años hasta que me decidí aplicar para la visa U.
So time went by, and I was still nervous, didn't know what to do, but finally I got the courage to apply for a U visa.
Tengo 3 años esperando para esa respuesta, para estar legalmente en este país.
I've been waiting for 3 years for that U visa to adjust my status.
Ahora, bueno, tengo 3 hijos más nacidos aquí en Estados Unidos.
Now I have 3 more kids, and they were born here in the U.S.
Recibí una noticia que por error de una persona
I got a news that from a mistake of somebody else
tengo una orden de deportación.
that I have a deportation order.
Y estoy preocupada y triste por mi pequeña hija.
I'm really worried and sad, mostly because of my little kid right here.
Y por mis hijos, que no sé si ellos van a llegar a agarrarme y no dar tiempo a llevar a mis hijos con alguien para que ellos puedan estar más tarde conmigo o me manden enseguida a México, no sé.
And for my kids overall, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to detain me. If so, what's going to happen to my kids? Where are they going to take me? Where are they going to take my kids? I'm going to be reunited with them later. I don't know.
Tengo días sin dormir, voy a mi trabajo, pero estoy inquieta a saber respuestas. Si alguien me va a decir que están entrando en tu casa, si puedo dejar a mis hijos con alguien o qué puedo hacer.
I haven't been able to sleep for days. I'm nervous and worried everywhere I go, especially on my work. I'm working, but I'm also thinking that somebody's going to call me and give me some bad news that maybe somebody's looking for me and they are going to detain me.
Solo recibí la llamada de mi abogado y él me dijo que le habían hablado de inmigración para decir que tenía una orden de deportación.
I only got a phone call from a lawyer, and immigration told him that I had a deportation order.
No sabía qué hacer, pero gracias a mi abogado, él me dijo que existen personas como ustedes, como ellos, que me pueden apoyar.
So I didn't know what to do, but thank my lawyer. He told me that there were people out there, people like you, like this organization, that could help me.
Por eso ahora estoy aquí.
And that's why I'm here today.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Gracias, María. Por su testimonio y por sus fuerzas. Y no está sola, aquí estamos todos con usted. Ya va a ver. Now, Maria San Mario would like to say a few words.
I could lose my mother to immigration, where I could never see her again. Could be a chance. She's a great mother.
Alicia Pereira of Waukesha and of Voces de la Frontera. Her ex-husband Franco has been detained by ICE since June 11th, despite qualifying for DACA. We want to invite people to visit vdlf.org/Free Franco to sign the petition for Franco Pereira. So Alicia.
My name is Alicia Ferreira. I was born in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and so we're my 4 kids. Franco is my ex-husband and my co-parent. He has an asylum petition pending, and he didn't do anything wrong, and he was following everything that ICE was telling him to do, and I was having regular check-ins at the ICE office in Milwaukee. During his check-in with his lawyer on June 11th, he was detained and not given any notice for the detainment. ICE is saying the only reason that he is detained is because his visa waiver program, he came here in 2001 when he was 13 years old, expired and hasn't been renewed. I met Franco in middle school. We were both 13 when we met. And I didn't know what illegal meant. And I didn't even know a person could be illegal. In middle school is when we met, and he got his education here at Waukesha South in Wisconsin and graduated. He's been here for 17 years. He's been here longer than he's lived in Argentina. His whole family is here. His kids, his parents, his uncles, his cousins. He's in Dodge County Detention Facility in the federal prison with the other inmates. The past 6 weeks have been the hardest of my life and my children's life. We can go visit him on Saturdays for a 30-minute visit. And my kids have to see their father behind glass and talk to him through a phone. My kids can't sleep. They can't go a full day without throwing a temper tantrum or crying, wanting their dad. As a mother, not being able to provide something for your kids is just devastating and heartbreaking. Can't give them a reason that they understand why they can't see the father. Franco is detained, and it's inhumane and unjust. Franco's not a criminal. Franco was brought here from Argentina to have a better life because it was unsafe in Argentina where he was living. His whole family came here. I, as a mother, and anybody who has kids, could understand that they want to provide the best, the most love, the most support for their children. Detaining a father, a loving, caring father, away from children is child abuse. My children are just devastated and their whole worlds are flipped upside down. I know that there's a lot of other families that are going through the same problems, the same struggles, the same emotional struggles. And that there are people out there who care, and that we can can change this, and we can together stay strong for the kids. The kids are our future, and we need to do what's best for our children in the future. And my kids cannot be productive members of society growing up if they hate law enforcement. Every time we go to the jail, they scream that they hate police officers. They hate jail. They hate it. And my son is so angry. I cannot have him growing up like he's angry and mad at police officers. Everything that I've told them, that police are good people and they help us. They don't trust anybody now. They don't trust the government who's supposed to protect us. They thought that I could get taken too, and I tried to tell them that, oh no, I was born in Wisconsin. I'm okay and we're okay. They think that police officers can just take anybody. And they wake up every night crying because they want their dad. And I can't console them because I can't give them what they need. They just need their father back. This past 6 weeks has been hell on earth for my children and for myself. This injustice needs to end. It needs to stop. We need to love our children up, love everybody. This is inhumane and immoral. And I please, God, just for the children of our future, please, they need a loving, nourishing environment. They need to grow up with compassion. They need to grow up trusting people who are supposed to be helping us, like the police officers and the government. I know that there's being this situation, that there's so many other families that are scared to speak out, and thank God for the people who are speaking out, and we need to help each other and stand together to end this now. We need our children. We need them to be safe emotionally. And there's people out there to help. And all we have is hope. We don't know what's going on. ICE is not giving us any information about what's going on with Franco, what may happen to Franco. We don't know. And that's very, very concerning. And so I'm asking everybody just for prayers, and if anybody can help, and anybody who's in the same situation, that there are people out here in these organizations to help, and Voces have been amazing at helping support my family personally, and please, if anybody is able to help us and end this.
To go to the petition, the link is edlf.org/free Franco. Next, we want to invite Reverend Sonia Ingebrigtsen of Madison Christian Community in the Dane Sanctuary Coalition.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Madison Christian Community and the Dane Sanctuary Coalition, welcome. And we thank you so much for being here. Dane Sanctuary is a broad coalition of Dane County's interfaith community along with other individuals. It began as a conversation among faith leaders and leaders in the local Latinx community after the election of a president who expressed open hostility toward immigrants and threatened increased enforcement. It soon became clear that this administration would follow through on its threats against immigrants. Parents, as you've heard today, had to worry about being separated from their children, and children have had to worry that their parents would simply disappear. Dane Sanctuary Coalition coalesced. 3 sanctuary sites were identified last summer. One is here at Madison Christian Community, which is a partnership between Advent Lutheran and Community of Hope United Church of Christ. The others are Orchard Ridge United Church of Christ and First Unitarian Society, along with their partner, Congregation Sharia Shemayim. A 4th site is currently under development at James Reeb Unitarian Universalist Congregation. In addition to these 4 sites, several other congregations and individuals around the area have pledged their support. As the weeks and months have passed since we first imagined the need for sanctuary, all of us have continued to witness the horror of the current administration's treatment of immigrants and asylum seekers. We, as Dane Sanctuary Coalition, stand in support of our immigrant neighbors. But the truth is, there shouldn't be a need for undocumented immigrants living in Dane County to even need sanctuary. There shouldn't be a need for undocumented immigrants to live in fear that their lives will be torn apart, and even live in fear for their very lives if they are denied visas or asylum and are deported. There shouldn't be a need for those who have contributed to our community and economy, who are doing their best to raise and support families, and who are our friends, neighbors, and relatives, to be reduced to pawns in the political game of immigration enforcement that continues to be played out here and around the country. And yet, this is the reality. We are concerned and outraged by the cruelty and capriciousness of current immigration enforcement policies and practices. It is our country's public disgrace that Maria and her family must stand before these cameras and beg for the right to retain her family while she continues in the legal process for a visa related to domestic violence. It is our country's public shame that Alicia must stand before these cameras and beg for her children to be reunited with their father, who, as a DACA